Welcome, everybody, to the Beacon of Light podcast, Favorite Things, Part 2, as we continue on with all of the incredible authors as well as business entrepreneurs. And today we have an awesome connection for all of you, Miss Dr. Mary Welsh. So we're really excited to have her pop in here and share with us all of this great, incredible things to help your holidays and to find some peace within yourself if you've ever lost a loved one. So let's punch right to it. I'm April Tribe Juke. Welcome to the Beacon of Light podcast. I believe we are all made with light, and light is hope. This podcast brings authors who write stories of hope to all of you. Your journey to be inspired and amplified by these stories starts now. And we're back. Well, welcome to the podcast tonight for our favorite things. And Mary, share with us what you have to share with everybody tonight.
Hi, everyone. So great to be here. Thank you, April, for inviting me and for all the other authors and entrepreneurs to hopefully share some messages with the audience to make the days a little brighter this holiday and every day, actually. So I authored several books, and they came about from the loss of my daughter. My daughter's name is Susie, and I lost her 4 years ago. And losing a child leaves a hole in your heart. So how do you move forward? And we all have to lose people that are special in our lives. And so I realized that I always look at things with the positive aspect. The cup is always half full. So how could I do this? How could I honor my daughter and the life that she led in leading my life? And so I wrote several books, and I'd like to share one piece from the book that talks about the what if. And then maybe that'll help you this season to get through a day, an afternoon, a moment, whatever it is, where we're always thinking about something from our past. Okay. And so what if we can just change the perception, because what if means we can't do anything about it. And we really can't. It's happened, and it's a regret. And it's a regret because we loved so deep. So I tell people my worst what if. This side of my brain is talking and says, well, Mary, if you had gone to one more doctor, if you had talked to, what if my daughter Susie would still be here? And the other side of my brain over here is arguing with me. This side saying, what if? And this side saying, but you did. Or what about, didn't you go to the hospitals? Weren't you with her 24/7? Didn't you change doctors, change nurses? You did what you needed to do. But this is words going on in your head. And we need to be thankful that our loved one was even in our life. And they brought us light and joy. And April, pinpoints of light. It's that light that they brought to ours that just makes it so wonderful.
That's right. That connection with others. And I love what you said. The loss is so big because you love so deeply. And there's no regrets with that. Because if you didn't love that much, then you wouldn't have known them and that special understanding of who they are, right? And that is a challenge, because when you have your head saying, what if, and then the other side saying, you finished, you did, you tried everything within the power that you had, you did. So you have this side that's trying to calm and work through the emotions, and the other side is still with this bit of hope of like, but you cannot change or fix anything there. You can feel that peace to know I did. And so with the loss of your daughter, you said you wrote several books that inspired you from this, but what is there more from just the books? And the books are amazing because they have helped with in my family personally. But isn't there something more that you have offered to the world that helped you get through those tough afternoons, or maybe that strange, Saturday morning as you're walking and you see the penny or you see the butterfly?
Mhm.
How do you stop and go through with that? I mean, is there some action you took? What is it that you did?
So, April, put your hand up in the air on the right side of your, and just shake it. Just shake it. Now you can see it with the peripheral of your eye. It's always there. It's just there. If you put your loved one's picture there, so my daughter loved to jet ski, smile, laugh. It's the best memory. It's the best memory I have. So she's right here in my hand. And if I'm having a rough day, just look because she's with you always. You know what? I call that sunshine state. So if you can ignore all this, you don't go down into the weeds of depression, go to sunshine state. So go there. And so that's the memories. The memories will take you to another place. And so when we lost Susie, she had impact in that she can on. We started an Susie Q's Kids, and we create comfort bags and we give them to kids that are in hospitals and shelters and foster care and those that are grieving the loss of a loved one. Just imagine them getting a teddy bear or a blanket or some coloring books, something that's theirs, something that lets them know that somebody else out there loves them and cares about them and is their champion. They're rooting for them. And so we have created Remembrance Beads, and I call them Story Starter Keychains. And they're I'm actually wearing one. I'm going to take it off. So I put mine on a button, and I wear it all the time. And I'll show you a different one, maybe a little closer up. Um, but they're just different colored beads, and they're different charms. Each bead and each charm has a different story. So I wear that on my bag or my shirt or my purse. And if somebody makes a comment and they say, "That's really neat," there's my aha moment. I can share a story about my mom or my daughter or anybody. Every one of those beads has a different story. So when I look at this one here, there's a big crystal one. My mom loved crystals. And so I say, "Ah, that reminds me of my mom. And if she was here, she had a character that was bigger than life. She would have this whole room rocking. She would be laughing and cheering, and you couldn't help but smile." And this one down here is a little angel. And if I looked at that one, I'd say, "Gosh, my daughter Susie, my favorite visual memory, it's in my sunshine state, right? It's my daughter on a jet ski and her hair is blowing and she's laughing that glorious laughter all across the waters." Now, I just shared two stories of a lost one that's not with us anymore, but I made you smile. I made myself smile. They're remembrance beads. And so,
Beautiful. That is incredible to see what one little bead can start with a story. And I think sharing the memory of our loved ones, it allows them to continue living.
and it's any different color, they're different colors, different charms. It's really about what you can assign to it. So you have a child that's having a hard time. Tell them to sit down and tell you the story that's attached to those different beads. Now it's healing because you're sharing the story. And if somebody makes a comment because it's on their backpack, they're going to say right away, "Oh, this bead reminds me of Grandma. Da da da. She used to make cookies. Oh, this one reminds me of Aunt Susie. She always did crafts with me, and she was awesome." Whatever the story is, it's unconfrontational, and I can almost guarantee you that if I share my story with you in person, you're going to share a story back, and you're going to tell me about your loved one, and it will be healing and helpful for you as we take those memories that really are the basis and foundation of our traditions, and we talk about them, because our loved ones are with us as long as we talk about them.
That's right. Our loved ones are with us as long as we talk about them.
Mhm.
What's been really fun, I'm sure many of you have probably experienced this, with setting up for holidays, pulling out, the favorite ornament or grandma's plate or whatever it is, and out comes the story. So I know Mary has really helped us to be very conscious about the stories we share. In fact, in our new home, we have a cupboard that's become the grandma cupboard that has
Oh,
both of those that have passed on their memories within it, and we share the story. And so it's really fun to see. And then I love to listen to my kids reshare the stories. It's like it is so fun to see, and it does. It brings a smile.
yeah.
There's a tug on your heart because they're not here, but there's more, like you said, in the
There
sunshine
in
state,
sunshine.
that
Yeah.
more positive comes out than the sadness. So that's
Mhm.
awesome.
So I am very thankful that you invited me on today. I am thankful for the season that we have. My grandson is coming over to put up our tree in a half an hour. And life moves on, and we take those memories and those traditions and we weave them in, and we bake grandma's cookies, and we make the Christmas chains and the different things with these memory beads. I'm offering them up today for you to hopefully share them for yourself, or maybe someone you know that's having a rough time, and know that every set of beads that I sell puts the smile on the face of a child, because they'll get their comfort bag and a blanket and a teddy bear. And so, how could we go wrong? We're win all the way around. And we feel good telling a story. Other people feel good hearing the story. If you share it with somebody, for them to tell the story, they're learning. And the bottom line, we're making a child smile and know that they're loved and cared for.
Exactly. Thank you so much. These beads are available, like you saw in the blog this morning that we posted there. There's links to it so that you can get something like that for yourself. Mary is very, very generous in all of the things that she does. This action taking and creating the stories and making them live forward allows you to maybe work through those, like we said, tough afternoons or those triggering mornings. And that is something that's really impactful to remember, that the love you have for your loved one that's lost is never lost. They will be with you forever.
They're right here. They're right
Right
here
here.
in the Sunshine State. One final note is, have a list of people that you trust. And if you're having a rough moment, if this is winning, call the person on the list and say, talk to me. Tell them in advance to tell you a funny story, to tell you something that will make you smile, and it'll keep you from going down that rabbit hole. And it'll make them feel good because they're able to help you, and they get to tell a story. We all love stories.
That's right. And I am a huge component of the story because that is our connection with our traditions and history and passing it on to the next generation. Thank
Absolutely.
you so much, Mary, for being here. You can see right here, go to this website here, susieqskids.org. You can get all of the information that Mary has to say. Please be, generous in in supporting Mary. And we know that Black Friday has passed, but there's still many opportunities for people to come and to be a part of this. And remember that as we've lost people within these, our loved ones within the holiday time, that's when stories really return again. And that's okay. And that's awesome. So share those stories, get those beads, pick up a few of her books, support the Susie Q's kids bags, and see what you can do with your actions to work through some of those challenging times. Because as Mary is a witness here and she can testify, when you do that, there really is a change in your life and you're not stuck down here in the rabbit hole or the weeds of depression. You can remember that the glass is truly half full and that positive in your sunshine state is really possible.
Yeah. Well, thank you again, and Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope everyone has a safe and happy holiday. And those tough days when you have a moment, just remember the sunshine. The sunshine's with you always.
Thank you, Mary. We'll see you, everybody. Bye-bye.